Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Game 2 of Week 5 between the Puddings and the Puffs. Starting off on defense, we have Team Cream Puffs, led by their team captain Puff, Kunai, Orams, Geo, and Nano. And on the other side, we got Team Pudding, led by their team captain Toby, who will be playing today, along with Kudons and Doggo, Thomas, and Don. So this is going to be a very, very interesting matchup. I think both of these teams, along with the other two teams that we saw earlier, have brought in their superstar lineups. This is going to be what we're going to be expecting coming into the playoffs. And I think with time crunch coming, with the fourth quarter coming, I think these teams are definitely not messing around anymore. They are just going with what they do best, going with what they can do and showing us and as well as the other teams what they are capable of. So today Nano will be playing the Sky. Geo is going to pick up the duelist role along with Kunai. Nothing different there. Puff is going to be back on the Brim, and Orams today, instead of picking up the Sova, will go for the Sage instead on Split. On the other side, it looks like the teams have not really decided what they wanted to go yet, but it looks like today Thomas is the one that's going to be taking up the duelist role, which is interesting because usually he's the Killjoy player, but since there's another Killjoy main, it looks like this time around he's going to be going for the Phoenix instead. Doggo is still with his Viper, Kudons with Jet, Toby with her Killjoy, and last but not least, it looks like Dawn today will not be playing this Phoenix anymore, will go back to the Cypher instead. Now the player to watch is definitely the two duos. I think Doggo Kudons and Kunai Geo are probably the two scariest pairings that we have in the league so far. So we hope to see these two battle it out, and I think the winner of this match is going to be determined by these two. But I feel like Puff, Orams, and Nano is going to have to also step it up today. Because one thing that I've said about Team Puff, which was true in yesterday's game between them and the Pockies, is that Geo and Kunai is needed to step up in order for this team to win. Because Puff, Orams, and I believe Jams, who was playing yesterday, did not look good at all. So hopefully they can pick it up today. But so does Don, Thomas, and Toby. Now one thing about Don is that while his Phoenix has looked good, his Cypher, has looked somewhat substandard and definitely not up to par, and so we hope to see him pick it off. But someone that is not substandard though is Orams, as Orams definitely knows how to play this agent on this map. But it looks like just like that, Thomas and Doggo will open up the mid site for Team Pudding. Sorry, I'm getting mixed up with my words here. They do have control of mid. It looks like they are heading over towards B, but Geo is just stopping them and has control of Spike 2. Geo manages to get 3. Kunai gets 1 in return. So now, even though it looked good for Team Pudding to start off with, it looks like Geo and Kunai will shut them down in the end. And with that, Geo will secure himself his 4th kill, already starting off with 4 kills in the first round. This man is absolutely insane. And yeah, it just seems like he's, a league above everyone else here. But I think, he's not going to be able to clutch out every single round that way. And so I do still like what Team Pudding did despite losing that. I think that was just unfortunate right there for them. But I do want to see them, play with that kind of confidence, play with that kind of aggression, because that's something that we don't really see from Team Pudding very often. I think Team Pop-Tarts recently have figured out how to play aggressively, and so Team Pudding, I believe, is the last team to, to have yet to learn how to play, aggressively. And even though Doggo pushes up, I feel like his team usually does not back him up, and so that's why Doggo's pushes has not been working so far. Orms holding this close position will almost guarantee himself the kill, but Orms just absolutely whiffs every single shot there, tagging Doggo too low, but will not get much else after that. And so now it's once again a 5v4. Orms will once again get picked off first. Let's see what Puff can do here, holding Heaven. He will pick off Dawn. He's just going to be backing off here, and Toby is going to push through. Will Toby be able to get him? The answer is no. Puff manages to get 2, and that's Spike, but looks like Kudans will be able to take it back. But look at the health bars of the entire team Pudding. That's basically just free 3 kills there for Geo, handed over to him on a silver platter. I think Team Pudding, despite looking good once again, they just got tagged way too low and they couldn't decide where they wanted to go. And so, you know, getting brought that low just means that, you know, regardless of who they face there, it didn't even have to be Geo for them to clean it up. So Team Puff manages to secure 2 rounds. Now, if there's any weakness that I can say about Team Puff, is that sometimes their overconfidence bites them in the butt, and I feel like sometimes they lose eco rounds. They lose rounds that they should have won. And so now, because Team Pudding forced last round, they should win this round, barring any disasters. And I know I say that a lot about Team Puff, but you know, this is a team that like is just so inconsistent. Just like that, as you can see, Kudans managed to pick off Geo, and Kudans ran in with the classic there. Kudans managed to trade off Orem, so even though Toby gets picked, Thomas manages to get Kunai as well, and suddenly it's all just down to Nano and Puff. Let's see what they can do here. Doggo will push through, but Puff will be able to get 2, bringing this back to a 2v2, but now suddenly it's looking really good for Team Pudding. And just like that, like I said, for some reason, Team Puff just has this curse where if they are, you know, ahead in the weaponry, they just throw the round for absolutely no reason. I feel like they're giving up really easy fights there, and well, I don't want to take anything away from Team Pudding, and I do think that that was a very good play from them. The fact that they give up these rounds so consistently is just... this is not what we expect to see, but this is good news for Team Pudding and for any team that watches Team Puff in the future, because Team Puff right now just, I feel like they are very, what's the word that I'm looking for? They're very uncoordinated. That's not the word that I was looking for exactly. They're fragmented, and even though they do have that coordination on attack, I feel like on defense they're fighting alone most of the time. And you know, if you look at the first 2 rounds that they won, it's because Geo just absolutely manhandled Team Pudding. But when Geo couldn't do that, then suddenly Team Pudding was granted a bunch of 1v1s, and so now right now they're relying on mechanical skills, and unfortunately not even someone like Geo can perform, you know, out of his mind every single round. And it's not like Team Pudding's is a bad team by any means. Doggo and Kudans are known to step it up when it really counts, and so they cannot be, you know, solely relying on their individual skills. It's not going to work out well for them. So let's see what they can do. Geo's going to be holding the hell position. He does hear some people over towards kitchen. Kunai is going to peek. We'll see 1, but it looks like he's just going to be backing off. Now, Geo will be able to pick off 2 there before getting traded by Doggo. And now it looks like Team Pop-Tart, or not Pop-Tarts, Team Pudding, I'm still stuck over the last game. Team Puddings will have control over a B side. Question is, what is Team Puff gonna do here for a retake? Kunai manages to get 1, so that's a good start. Orms will peek through, but will get shut down by Doggo. Doggo manages to get 2 out of nowhere, and now it's all just down to Dawn in a 1v2. Man, Doggo has done a lot. Let's see if Dawn can do anything here. Dawn will be able to see Nano, but Nano with the crispy headshot there to pick off Dawn, and Puff will be able to defuse in time. So despite losing that last round, it looks like Team Puff will be able to bring it back here. Now, Team Pudding will still have a full buy here for the most part, and so this is going to be a buy round, and this is going to be the you know, the momentum decider right now, because if Puff can win this, then I think they are looking to run away in this half. But if Team Pudding wins this one, then they do have a chance coming back into this half once more. So let's see what they do over here. Now this time around, Team Pudding does not want to challenge Geo anymore and wants to go push towards A instead. Puff will be challenged, but it looks like Puff will come out ahead despite being tagged to very low. And ooh, that Molly miss was unfortunate there. Puff will get traded out, so now it's back down to a 4v4. But Geo is already on his way. Let's see what Doggo can do over here. We'll get blinded and Geo will pop his ult. Oh, but that's huge actually. Geo will be able to get one and Kunai gets one in return though. Orms will be able to trade that one out on Doggo. But now it's once again all down to Dawn. And let's see what Dawn can do here against Orms and Geo. Geo knows exactly where he is. And Orms is going to put up the cage, or going to shoot through the cage rather. We'll be able to tag Dawn really low, but it looks like Dawn is just going to be rotating over. I think Geo knows exactly what's going on. So soon I think Team Puff is going to be rotating back. And yeah, with that sound cue, it looks like Dawn is going to be ready. Oh, but this could be the big brain play that he needs right here. I think he's going to be able to pick off Geo, but Geo is just too good with the way he plays. And Dawn, despite getting the jump on him, will not be able to close him out. So Geo once again clutching it out for Team Puff. And right now, this man is just looking unstoppable right now. I don't know what else to say. Alright, so Team Pudding, this time around, it looks like they're just swinging back and forth, and you know, to be honest, if I was in their position, I wouldn't really know what to do either. But you know, one thing that I do want to see from them is to play it slow. I think what Dawn did there was definitely the right play, to not just rush on site and having to play the post plant, instead trying to pick one off first. Now I feel like they've just had an unfortunate fight with Geo, but I don't think Geo can do that every single time. And so if they can, you know, get more rounds in their favor like that again, then I think they have a good shot. And Doggo will peek through, and Geo will whiff some. Kunai will be able to get Dawn, so luckily it will look good for Team Puff, and it looks like they're not gonna throw this round away like they did in the previous round. Oh, Geo gets blinded there though, as we have a disconnect, so it looks like we're gonna have a pause time after this. Puff will be able to pick off Thomas. See if Toby can get anything. The answer is no. Geo trades that out, so now it's all just down to Kudans right here. Kudans will see one, will get one, gets Puff as well, sees a Nano. Will he be able to get Nano here? And the answer is no, as Orms shoots him from the back. Alright, so it looks like we are going to have a pause time right here. Hold on, guys. Okay, I don't know if Doggo is back yet. He did say that he is going to restart his game. And so, okay, but it looks like Doggo is back. So it looks like we're not going to have any downtime whatsoever. Let's see what he does here. Sorry about the delay. It looks like Doggo does have to restart his game due to some technical issues. But it looks like we are back. So we are good to go once again. Okay, it looks like we are back. Unfortunately, with Doggo DCing there, Team Pudding will lose their 5th round. And so things are starting to look a bit desperate now. Okay, looks like we are good to go. Things are looking a little bit desperate now, because it seems like Team Pudding has been trying out everything in their arsenal, but nothing has been working out. That's exactly what they need though, especially from their star player, to be able to pick off Puff just like that, like Kudans. And now suddenly Kunai is in a predicament right now because he is stuck on site, and so the question is, how are they gonna pressure him? Now it looks like Kunai will still get the better of Kudans, will be able to get out, and so what looked good for Team Pudding once again is turned around by Team Puff, and that's something that Team Puff is just, you know, really good at. With this Killjoy ult, I think they do have a good chance, but Doggo will get tagged down, and so despite Toby's ult, I'm not sure what more they can get over here. Thomas does have control over Heaven, and it looks like Nano is going to push him Will he be able to pick it off? The answer is yes, but with that info, I think Orms will be able to close it out. So Team Puff will once again clutch out the round. They are just looking like the better team today. They are looking on points, and you know, I'm almost willing to say that this is an overkill. The way that they've been playing has just been, you know, way better than Team Pudding. And you know, I can't blame Team Pudding too much. The Puffs have just been on fire recently, you know, with Puff getting 7 kills, Orms and Kunai supporting with 5 kills. But yeah, Geo is just on his own level, and this man cannot be stopped by any team. I feel like whenever he plays, the Puff just looks absolutely dominant. I believe that they've only had 1 loss with Geo around, and so Geo is a huge member of this Puff's team, and this is something that teams need to learn how to deal with coming into the postseason. Now, despite Orms getting 1 there, Thomas manages to trade it out, so Team Pudding will once again get the man advantage, and getting the man advantage is not something that they struggle with. It's keeping it that's you know, been haunting them so far. Kudons has an amazing position here though, and I have no idea how he got here, to be honest. Puff will get spotted, but Thomas with an uncharacteristic miss there. Kudons will pick up Geo at least, so that's Geo shut down finally. Toby, oh no, Toby will get ulted there. Doggo will trade off though at least, so now it's all just down to Kunai in a clutch situation. And you know, if during the times when Geo is not playing, this is the man that is, you know, popping off for Team Puff, as you can see there. Now it's the Battle of the Jets. Let's see what they can do. Kunai definitely knows how to clutch these rounds, and now with the spike down, Kudons will have a tough time, and it looks like Kunai will be able to clutch the 2v1 there for Team Puff, and now Team Puff will secure themselves at least the 7-5 lead in the half. But from the way it's going right now, it looks like they're gonna get a much better half than that. And I don't know, it just seems like they are speed running this half right now, and this game in general. So let's see what Team Pudding can do right now. Now, one thing that was working for them is that Kudons right now has been able to sneak his way towards uncommon positions, and it has caught some of the players of Team Puff off guard. Now Puff will get overwhelmed here as Thomas picks him out. Geo will be able to kill Kudons in return though, so this is still looking very good for Team Puff, and let's see if they can retake this. Oh my gosh, Toby got burnt alive. And so now with Toby dead, it is a 3v4, but they do have to plant down at least, so this is starting to look a little bit more doable. Is Dawn going to expect Nano from the back though? Let's see what Nano can do here. Kunai is just going to be jumping through, will not find anyone, and it's smart for Team Pudding to just hide within the smokes. Oh no, Dawn gets spotted, and it looks like Dawn will be able to pick that off, but Geo gets 4 there. Make it 5 as Geo just gets the ace and clutches it out. What looks good once again for Team Pudding is just shut down by Geo. And you know, Geo, when pushed back towards CT, it looked good there. It looks like he wasn't gonna get much, but this man just has so many tools in his arsenal, being able to clutch that one out for his team. And Team Pudding once again getting the man advantage and not being able to do much with it. This is just absolutely insane from this man. And is it time to throw the towel? I mean, Team Pudding does not show any vigor in their play anymore, and again, to be honest, I don't blame them, because right now it's looking, you know, close to impossible. This man looks like he's using hacks, except he's not, and that's the crazy thing. Now Geo will be shut down by the smoke, but he will be able to get Kudons. Kudons pushing a little bit too aggressively. Geo will once again have his ult, which is absolutely insane, as he just used his ult last round. Team Pudding will once again have their plant down. It looks like Geo's ult this time around will be shut down, but Orms will be able to get 2. Kunai will get 1, and now it's all just down to Dawn in a 1v3. Kunai will shut that down, will not let Geo get too many more, but will let Team Puff run away with this game. They already have 9 rounds to their name, and You know, all they need is just 3 more rounds to secure the overtime, but right now they're just having the time of their lives. And if you're team Pudding right now, this is definitely very heartbreaking to see. I mean, Toby right now is 0-10-0. We definitely want to see more from her. Nano, even though he is only at 1 kill, the amount of flashes that he's been able to do for his team is just you know, really crucial, and he's been able to get a lot of info. And I think that's one thing that I really like about you know, players that are less mechanically gifted to go on characters like Sova or like Sky, because they're still able to get information for the team. Now Orms will be able to pick one off before getting overwhelmed there, and now Kudans is just going to be full sending with the spike, and I'm not sure if this is a good idea. Okay, he does drop the spike. Now let's see what they want to do. Oh, he's going to be jumping down. Kunai is so ready for that one, and so is Gio on Toby. Toby once again will not get anything this round. Don will get spotted and will get killed as well. Thomas at least will get one on Puff, but he has a lot of work to do. Let's see what he can do over here. Is he even going to be expecting Kunai in this position? The answer is no. Thomas gets blinded. Gio knows exactly where he is. Gio's going to be pushing through, and Kunai will be able to pick him off from the back. So it's 10-1 right now, and Team Pudding just look lost, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know what else to say, but Gio and Kunai, you know, getting 34 kills total, having more than, you know, the entire Team Puddings combined is just absolutely insane. And I sound like a broken record right now, but Gio, it seems like he's able to just outduel everything. No matter what Team Pudding throws at him, he's just able to just work around it, and it's so clean right now. He's showing us exactly how to play the duelist role to perfection. And now Thomas's ult will be halted there immediately. Doggo's going to peek through. We'll see Puff. Question is, what can they get here? Doggo will be able to pick off Puff as Puff gets overwhelmed. Toby will provide with the ult. Orms gets picked off, and so now this is a good start. Gio though will get 2, and Kunai will get 1. Once again, I mean, this is a deja vu moment over and over again, where you know, Team Pudding will get the man advantage, but then they would give it up to Gio and Kunai. Gio will get a 3 kill, Kunai will get 2 kills, and Team Puff secures himself the 11th round. And so to say that this is a great half for them is an understatement. And now Team Puff will just have to win this pistol round to guarantee themselves the game pretty much. And you know, if you're Team Pudding, I've called them the wall many times, and this is the moment that they have to show that they are in fact the wall, because you know, Team Puff is definitely a giant right here, and they can topple the strongest of walls. So Team Pudding has to be unbreakable in order to come back into this game. But seeing how crisp Gio and Kunai is, I don't know if that's even possible. But they just have to take it one round at a time. They definitely know how to play this game. They definitely know how to win it. Oh, Doggo going aggressive here. That's huge. We'll be able to pick off one. Picks off Nano though, but Gio will be able to trade that off pretty swiftly. Let's see if Thomas can get anything here. We'll get swung on Kunai, and Kunai will be able to get that one. Kudan's now in the elbow position. Let's see what he can do here. Will he expect Kunai? It looks like yes, but Kunai will be able to pick him off. So now Toby and Don is shut down from the site. Don gets picked off. Toby will be able to get Kunai with the turret at least, and so now let's see what Toby can do. But it looks like she can't do anymore as Puff shuts her down. And so now with this 12-1 scoreline, I think it's time to think about what they want to have for dinner, because this is all but over right now. I think it's just a formality at this point. If you're Team Puff, you just want to, you know, end the misery as quick as you can and just, you know, rush on site, get this clean win, and secure themselves the first place in the season. With this win, they are guaranteed to be the first spot. So if you're the other 3 teams, you definitely don't want to be at the bottom, as you know, being at the bottom would mean that you're gonna have to go up against this team in the first round, and that's something that no team wants to do. Now Kunai will be leading the charge, will not find anything, but it looks like Team Pudding is just going to give up free sight right here. Thomas will get walled off, and looks like Orms will be able to pick him off as well, so Team Pudding will have to work with a man disadvantage. That being said, Don manages to get one on Kunai though, so that's a big pick, but Puff trades it out on Toby. Kudans gets one more as Puff gets two. Let's see what Don and Doggo can do. Oh, it looks like Don will not be able to get anything. Question is, will Doggo get anything? He will get one, but he will get taken down by Orm. So that's GG from Team Puff. Really nothing much to break down here. I think Team Puff just looked like the better team, and you can see how effective Gio and Kunai has been in this league and how much they have done for this Team Puff. So GG's to them, GG's to Team Puff, and congratulations to them for securing the first place in the standings.